I hope everyone is doing great today. Welcome to my channel. Let's talk about it. Lori Vallow Daybell. I know you guys heard this name many times throughout the past year. This is a big case going on right now, has widespread media, a lot of coverage. So what I want to do in this video, I want to kind of give you guys just an overview of the case. I want to talk about Lori Vallow's past and just give you my opinion about both her and her husband Chad Daybell. So Lori's kids, which we probably heard now, that J.J. 7, Tylee 17, they were both found buried and dead on her husband Chad Daybell's property this past June. So to give you a little bit of Lori's past before these killings of these babies, these children, she was once married to Charles Vallow. So last year, you know, they were going through a lot of issues. Charles was claiming, you know, she had, you know, dark spirits, she was being possessed, and in the divorce documents he claimed that she believes she is a god assigned to carry out the work of the 144,000 at Christ's second coming in July 2020. That's a lot to unpack just off that. So she had a lot of just issues and things like that, mental issues, and just feel that people were just zombies. She thought about people were zombies with dark spirits, and she even felt that her two children were zombies and they were being possessed, right? So we know they were killed, but the problem is the authorities, law enforcement, FBI, they don't have proof. They don't, I mean, how much more proof can you get? They were found on a property of her husband, but it's like they don't have that smoking gun to say you guys did the murder. So they're trying to build a case against both of them. That's why they've been you know, incarcerated with high bail, and they're hoping that one of the two turns on each other. But the problem with that, guys, here's the problem with that. It's hard to turn on each other when they don't have big charges on them. For example, Lori, she has some charges, but they're misdemeanor charges, like 5 misdemeanor charges for destruction and obstruction of justice, and resisting arrest, things like that. And I'm like, what the hell? But there's nothing on murder 1. And for her husband Chad, it's almost the same thing. He had some felony charges for conspiracy to commit destruction. So they both have that conspiracy to commit destruction, but there's nothing about murder 1. And 2, the Phoenix, Arizona law enforcement, they're still looking into her husband Charles Vallow's death. So they're looking to put charges on her, right? So to give you guys a little bit about her ex-husband Charles Vallow, he was shot and murdered by Lori's brother Alex Cox back last year in July 2019. So when the cops approached Alex, who knows if they arrested him or not, they just spoke to him and he said it was self-defense. But you see how karma works, guys, because Alex actually died back last year in December from a pulmonary blood clot. So that's just crazy how, you know, that karma caught up with him and he passed away from that. And right after her husband, her ex-husband died, Charles, she decided to move from the suburbs of Phoenix to Rexburg, Idaho. So I guess she wanted to, you know, start her life over again, get back on track, who knows. So she meets her new husband, which is Chad Daybell. So to let you guys know who Chad is, so Chad is actually an author. He does he writes books about the afterlife, and some people call him like a cult leader. He has a big following, guys, so people believe in all this afterlife spirits and things like that, dark spirits. So weeks after, so he was actually married to Tammy. So actually Tammy, she dies, which it was said that it was natural causes. So they did the autopsy on her body as well, and it was not released on really what happened to his wife. So weeks after she died, they both married, which is Lori and Chad. They got married, and wow, they got married back in October 2019, and this is the same time. Once they got married, the damn kids are missing. And then the grandparents, that's when they put a request on doing a welfare check on the kids, because they didn't hear from the kids. And then Lori, she didn't want to cooperate with law enforcement, and I guess that's where one of the charges come from, resisting arrest, obstruction of justice, things like that. So in December 2019, the couple, they moved to Hawaii. And from the naked eye, you think, oh, they moved to Hawaii to have a good time and start. No, because he had some money from his book sales. He wrote numerous of these afterlife books. So they thought they were going to go to Hawaii to escape, but you can't escape Idaho. They had that FBI on them from Idaho to Hawaii. So that's when they got arrested. And again, I was just so surprised that they didn't put like murder charges on them or anything like that. They put these little charges on them. So I guess the longer they feel they can hold the couple, the more they can quote unquote build a case against them. But I don't know how much more you can build when the children were found, again, buried and dead on Chad Daybell's property. So that's like I said, guys, this was a lot, man. I did so much research on this case, and I've been following it as well, but it was just so much to unpack. It wasn't like your normal case. It was like, with this case, Lori's husband, they had issues. He's shot and killed by her brother. Then her brother dies, months after. And then she meets another guy, Chad, from Arizona to Idaho. His wife dies. And there's some suspicion that she was murdered, right? And then next thing you know, these kids are missing and they're found dead. So what's believed is that they're saying, a lot of people saying is Chad killed the kids. I don't know if Lori herself killed them. I think she was a part of like some ritual, something like that, because again, she had just a dark spirit mentality and zombies, that we're all zombies and things like that. So I don't know. It's a very sad story. It's a very confusing story, disturbing. I hope we don't hear about these stories anytime soon, hopefully. And a last thing as well too, so the trial is set to start for Lori Vallow Daybell in the end of January 2021. So, and again, guys, these are for these misdemeanor charges, and she just got and another thing too, I think a county in probably Idaho, they threw 2 more charges on her, some felony charges, but probably destruction or something like that. It had nothing to do with murder. So, but they're trying to build a case, hoping that they turn on each other, but I don't think that's gonna happen. So in the comment section, guys, please let me know what you think of this story. Have you been following it? Do you think it's like disturbing? Am I the only one that thinks that? Just tell me what you think about it. Do you think that, who do you think killed the children, right? Do you think it was the couple, both of them? Do you think it was one of them? Which one do you think, right? And keep supporting the channel, and like the video, share the video, and subscribe below, and I'll talk to you guys soon. More videos on the way. Peace and love.